So guys, welcome back to a new video series. In this series, we are going to see if you are a beginner in the cybersecurity field or in a ethical hacking field and you want to continue with TRYHACKME, then how you can proceed with the platform. In this playlist or in this series, I'm going to show you how you can just join TRYHACKME and get on solving your rooms and gaining certificates and gaining some awesome knowledge. So I hope you have already created an account and wants to proceed with further tips. So as you log into the TRYHACKME account, as you can see, I've already logged in. So the first you will see that these are the two options, pathway and series, or you can just go to the learn tab. I will just go to the pathway. It is recommended when you join TRYHACKME, you should start with complete beginner first. It will teach you the commands and give you an description of the codes, that what does it mean and what does it execute when you run them in the terminal. So we will start with complete beginner section, which is of 64 hours and it contains of 33 rooms. And as we complete this room, we get a certificate. For now I'm using a free account, because if you want to learn beginners, then we should pay some extra money. So as of thinking you have no prior knowledge of using TRYHACKME, I'm going to show you each and every step. So going to the first option, it is saying use the learn page for labs and you can start machine from here. We will go through it. So it is just intro about you can start machine using this button. You can go to the IP address in your taskbar, and when you have finished a machine in any room, make sure to stop it by clicking the terminate button. So it's saying that we need to go to a IP address of this room by starting the machine, but before that we need to connect ourselves with the TRYHACKME server using the OpenVPN service. So for that, first you go to your terminal. Let me zoom in for you and run the command first apt update, so that your all packages are updated. I'm sorry, we need admin access, that is sudo apt update. Just give the password for your Kali. They start updating. I will show you the commands that TRYHACKME offers, and I will show you some another examples also in the local system for better understanding. So if you know any friend who needs some beginner level starting videos, you can just share the videos to them. It will finish in no time. Just give it a few more seconds. If you want, you can also run sudo apt upgrade to upgrade all the packages of your Kali machine to the latest one. You can also use a Parrot OS or Ubuntu if you wish. All are Linux, but I prefer Kali as it comes preloaded with all the packages that we need. I guess I would pause the video and come back after it gets downloading. So we are back. As you can see, the packages are downloaded and it says that 30 package can be upgraded. You can use apt list management upgradable for the list, or you can use sudo apt upgrade, but we won't be using this for now, but you can do that if you have time. I will do it later. So now we need to install a package name OpenVPN. It is a free VPN service. So write sudo apt install OpenVPN. It helps us to connect to the TRYHACKME server. It is already updated in my system. As you can see, OpenVPN is already in the newest version. It is manually installed, so that's okay. Now we will just go back to the site, and I would say just go to the leave this, just click on access machine here, click on open VPN, and for the VPN file we need to download the access file, which can be found I guess in the access tab. So I will just go in here and type it as access. You can just copy the URL from here. So it is as https://tryhackme.com/access. You will be presented with this page. You can choose any server. I'm using I've shipped to EU regular 2. So it says I'm not connected for now. My internal virtual IP is 00 as I'm not connected. So I first download my configuration file. I will save it. So it's downloaded here. I will go back to my Kali, clear it for now. I will just go to downloads folder. As you can see, my OpenVPN file is downloaded here. So to connect via this file, we need to type the command openvpn followed by the file name. So it started. It says it's exited due to fatal error. So this means I can't use this file. So I will just change the server. For that, I will just delete the previous one for now. We'll go back to TRYHACKME website. We'll change the server to US West regular 1. Regenerate the file. This may happen in your case also few times. Let's download the file again. Showing error. Let me reload the page. Never mind, we will just change the server again. So here we have provided with the file. We will save another file. Go back to our terminal. So here is our file again. So let's write the command again. I just used my up arrow key to shift to the previous command. We just click enter and it again exited. We have a root gateway problem, I guess. If this doesn't happen in your case, you will connected. Let me just fix it for now and I will be shortly back. So never mind, we are back. It was just an issue of sudo. As you can see, I use sudo openvpn and it got executed finally, and it says initialization sequence completed. Actually, I'm a admin account user, so I don't just use a normal user when I use Kali. So as I told you, it is a beginner approach, so we will face some errors. We will fix that and I will show you how to fix that too. So as you can see, when I use sudo openvpn and the file name, I got connected successfully. As you can see, initialization sequence completed. We will just go back to the TRYHACKME page, reload the page, and as you can see, it shows us we are connected and this is our internal virtual IP address. And please don't try to just do something on this IP, as you know what we can do. No need to worry about. We will just go back to our tutorials page. Leave it as it is. So we'll just do on start machine. We have used our VPN, so we'll just close this. So as you can see, after waiting for 1 minute, we are provided with our IP address, and as it says, we need to visit our IP address in the URL. And as you can see, here is the option of start attack box. It is a Kali on the web interface. It will open in the half of your browser. It is also a Kali with preloaded with all the software that you will need for that room to be solved. Not everything, but the tools sufficient enough to solve that problem or the question. So for now, we will just copy the IP address, go to the page and paste the IP address and visit that. So as you can see, it shows that we have TRYHACKME machines access and the connection is verified. This is our flag. We will just copy this and just go down and paste it here. As you can see, we have submitted our first room. So I will also solve the another two challenges, the part of this for now. We'll just close this, we'll just go back. So it was a tutorial, it was starting out in cybersec. Let's visit this. We will also use the stat attack box option in few challenges when my Kali didn't respond or something like that issue. So it only says that welcome to TRYHACKME. You can just go to the activity space for walkthrough and challenges. You can just go to the learning path for learning more. Much you can just read, but I would recommend you to visit the activist page. It's the same as we show you earlier. So in the second one, it's about offensive security. What does offensive security mean? And what are the works they do? Like if you're familiar with certain attacks and techniques you want to learn, you will learn from this. Web application security, network security, cloud security has also been gaining popularity as various organizations are now shifting to infrastructure based on cloud. These are the things you will come to know. So you can read this, and the question asks, what is the name of the career role that is legally employed to find vulnerability in applications? So as you can see here, we have something as a penetration tester. I will just check. Yes, this is the flag. And so another, we have a defensive security. Also in the offensive you attack, and the defensive you just become the defense and stop attacks. You can read about detect attack using Splunk analyze memory to trace an attacker using volatility. And furthermore, so it's asking what is the name of the role whose job is to identify attack against an organization. So for this challenge, the answer will be, I guess, security analyst. The one best thing I found about TRYHACKME is that you can just see the star pattern and know the format of your flag. You can just count the stars, it will be same as that. So this room is also completed. We'll just go back. This is the page for now. So now we will go to introductory researching. I'm sorry I didn't terminated the machine I started earlier. You should do it every time. Just click on the terminate button, it will be terminated. I'm sorry, I just forgot it. So let's see what we have to do. It is the official walkthrough. You can have a visit. It is by I guess Darksec. Yes, is Darkstar 7471. So as we can see here, it is the introduction. It will be looking at example of a search question, vulnerability searching tools, Linux manual pages. So just click on completed for this. It is for our first research. Says we will begin by looking at typical research question, the kind you have liked to find when working through a city on TRYHACKME. So you downloaded a JPG image from a remote server. You suspect that there is something hidden inside it. So how you can get it from there? So you can use steganography. I will show you the tools that I use in further videos or in the the CTF videos that I've already uploaded in my channel. You can just go and have a visit. You can just go to my GitHub also. So the first steganographic tool is steg hide. You can use that. You can also use steg solve. You can just download it using the sudo apt-get install command here. So it shows how to extract data of a file. It was just an introduction of how to install. So if you want to install steg hide, I can show you that also. So just go to our Kali terminal, just shift to another one. I'll clear this. This is zoom in for you. We just write the command sudo apt. I'm using apt install, not apt-get install, because apt-get was in previous version. You can just use apt if you have the latest version. I'm using 2021.2. That is the latest. So it's steg hide. Ask me, so I give it yes, and it started downloading. Let's get back. So it says in the Bubsuit program that ships with Kali Linux what mode you use to manually send a request, often repeating a request numerous times. So I have my Bubsuit open here. If you want to, by default you will be given with a old one like this one. I downloaded the community version from the official website. I will show you in the video how to download the latest version, or you can find it in the I button above. So this is the Bubsuit. It has the tabs like dashboard. It has the target on which IP or web page we have intercepted. It will give us the mapping. This is the proxy from where we intercept. So I kept it off because I don't want to capture the request. It is the intruder, which is used to do a brute force attack with payloads. It has many tabs. You can just have videos on YouTube regarding this. This is the repeater, which allows us to send multiple requests one by one, changing the parameters whatever we want to. So it asks which program in Bubsuit helps us do that, to send a request, often repeating a captured request. So the answer should be repeater. So yes, the answer was repeater. And now it asks what hash format are modern Windows login password stored in. So a verb that we need to use Google docking, that is Google searching. So I can just copy this question here, paste it. So you can see, you can just go to here, but I will not go there. I will just see about what is the hash format. As I said, you can use the stars that TRYHACKME provided. So the flag is of 4 letters. So here, as I can see, it's NTLM format hashing, it says. I will just type that. So that is the correct answer. And now what are the automated tasks called in Linux? So I will just have a search for that too. This is known as OSINT if you are using the docs against a target. So it has 2 words, 4 of each, and according to this it is cron jobs. This is correct. So now what number base could you use as a shorthand for base 2? Number base could use as a shorthand for base 2 binary. I'm sorry, I'm bad at that. So I will just Google. So it says base 8 hexadecimal. In the format it has 4 and 2. So I guess I should go with base 16. I guess I'll just go with base 16. So yes, it is the correct answer. And now the last one is, if a password hash starts with and $6, what format is it in Unix variant? So let's have another search for that. So it says password starting with are interpreted as hash with Linux SHA-256 or SHA-512 password hashing. Linux Bro fix script. For the $1, it's MD5. So after a fine research, I found the GitHub link of first hashcat. Please hashcat cheat sheet. So as you can see, our question was about $6. So as we go down here, so the $6 is SHA-512 script. Let's try this out. So this is the correct flag, and if you want to see my GitHub account, you can just go to, I will just show you in this one only. The username is AAGIIKS. So this is my GitHub account. You can just visit. I have a CTF write-up also. You can just go and read the write-ups here. And for joining my Discord, you can just type discord.io/CIWS. Discord.io/CIWS. You will find this in the description also. This will redirect to you my Discord channel, and you can just join the server. You can use any web browser for it. So the introductory part, this one is done. We will just go to vulnerability searching. So as you can see, it shows us about exploit DB, NVD, CV, Mitre. These are the platforms which keep record of all the zeroed exploits and furthermore exploits which can be used to attack on outdated systems which is not patched with the new securities. This is the welcome to Fuel CMS, that is content management system. You can exploit it. Sorry for that. This is the exploit DB, that is exploit database. You can just search for exploits. It contains all the files or the codes, shells already present in it. So now we have what is the CVE for the 2020 cross-site scripting vulnerability found in WP forms. So we just do nothing, we will just copy and paste it here. I wouldn't did that, but that's good, that's fine. So as we can see, we are given with NVD, CV and exploit DB. So we'll just go to the NVD site we are provided with. So what is asking me in the flag format is the CV, I guess. What is the CV for the 2020 cross site? So let's check for that. I guess this we need to copy. And so yes, this is the CV which was the vulnerability. You can read about this on the link. This is the hyperlink, this is the enumeration, this is the source, and many much things. So the next is, there was a local premise exploration vulnerability found in the Debian version of Apache and Tomcat. Apache Tomcat. That's a single word. Back in 2016. What is the CV for this vulnerability? So don't copy this whole thing. We'll just do Apache Tomcat vulnerability CVE 2016. So we can just go to the NVD. So the Tomcat init script in the Tomcat 7 package before the versions divine and the any bunch of things, you can just read it. I will just copy the CVE number and paste it here. This was the correct, and it asks the next question is what is the very first CVE found in the VLC media player. So we'll just do VLC media player CVE. So here we have the CVE mithra.org. We will go to this site. We just use the 3 sites that was already written here, like I showed you, that is CloudDB, NVD and CVE mithra. So you can see VLC media player. So this is the one, I guess. Let's just copy it and paste it. I'm sorry, let's remove this. The answer is correct. So nothing to worry about. We will just go to exploit DB and have a search for it. Or as you can see, it was asking for the very first CV. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that. So the very first CV was found in 2007 and it was 0017. So we'll just try this out first. This text in between is the year in which the exploit has been found, and CV means that it is already been patched by the company or there is a walkthrough or a script. So this is correct. And the next one is if you wanted to exploit a redundant buffer overflow in the sudo program, which CV would you use? So we'll just do buffer overflow CV 2000. So we have many of it. 2016 1287 NVT case. Let's just visit this. The sudo program, I guess. Sorry, buffer overflow in sudo. I missed that. Now let's go to CV mithra and for 2016. So here we are. This is ADS in virtual edition. I guess no. Let's just go to exploit DB. Whenever you solve a room or do something like investigation like that, you need to visit several sites and find your answer. I will do for sudo search. Let's see what does it have for us. What was the question again? If you want to exploit 2020, oh sorry, 2020, I wrote 2016. This is the main thing that you need to keep in mind. So we are provided with the CV number. Let's check this about. And if you go to exploit DB also in the 2020, so these two were the CVs. You can just open these and have a try. For now I'm using this mithra one. and so this was correct. So let's move. I know that this video is getting bit long, but when we do OSINT we need to give time. So now it says about an SSH. For this you can just go to manual page using the man command, or you can just write SSH in Kali. Auto enable start, or you can just go on videos and see YouTube tips what is SSH. But in short, SSH provides us a gateway to connect with an IP, giving us remote access to that system where I can execute any command from our terminal and it will get executed on the another side. So it says us to run man SSH in our terminal. So let's clear this for now and run man SSH. So as you can see, it is an open SSH remote login client, as we do in TeamViewer or any DEX to control another system. You can see these are the flags. We can use force SSH for IPv4 address only, -6 for IPv6, enable port forwarding, disable forwarding, blind address, blind interface, cipherspecs. There are many things you can search about. You can read more about SSH through this, but I will just rescue and exit the manual. Just go back to TRYHACKME. So it says that we can have the version number using the man SSH grep -e. We can see the version using SSH -v also. So the question is asking SCP is a tool used to copy files from one computer to another. What switch would you use to copy an entire directory? So for that we just need the man again. When we'll see about the copy one, let's just check. I know the flag, but I need to show you how you can just gonna search for it and what will it be. You can just Google for that, but I don't recommend that. Oh sorry, it is asking for SCP, so we will do man SCP. I've done SSH, I'm really sorry. So SCP copies file between host on a network. So let's check. So nothing here. Let's go down. So here -r recursively copy entire directories. Note that SCP follows symbolic link encountered in the tree traversal. You can read about this in Google. So our solution is -r, or you can see tag r. So this is the answer. I will just quit it. So now it is asking fdisk is a command used to view and alter the partitioning scheme used on your hard drive. What switch would you use to list the current partition? So I just forgot to tell you that the switch refers to the flag, that is the tag R. It is a type of extension to a tool which tells it what to do, what function to use. If you don't use that, it will use all the facilities it has and just bam the server we are testing it on. So we need fdisk. So we'll just do man fdisk. It is used to manipulate disk partition table, and the question is what switch would you use to list the current partition. For the listing, so here as you can see, you can use --list or -l. List the partition table for the specified device and then exit. If no devices are given, those mentioned in the proc partition that files exist are used. So the solution will be -r for this. So now Nano is an easy to use text editor for Linux. We will show you, or I will show you in further videos how to use Nano. So text editor, arguably better editor, Vim being the obvious choice. However, Nano is great one to start with. Nano is pre-built in Linux. You can use Gedate, Mousepad or many others one. So what switch would you use to make a backup when opening a file with Nano? So for that we'll just hop back. Look at this, we will do Nano. So we'll just find something like backup. So as you can see, -b, when saving a file, backup the previous version of it using the current file name suffixed with a tilde. So we'll write it here -B, and make sure about the case. The flags are case sensitive. Like -b is used for backup, -small b can be used for bold or anything else like that. So now netcat also serves as a client to admin side or accessing. Is a listener type, it listens on a port. So it's a basic tool to use manually send and receive network requests. What command would you use to start netcat in listen mode using port 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So for this, let's just go and do manual again. I'm using my system only, or you can use the attack box here. So as you can see, it shows as NC, that is short form for netcat, -L to listen, -P for port. Give the options here, hostname here, and the port we want to listen here. So this is the command. We will just copy this and paste it here. I'm sorry, this is not. Let's check the flag format, I guess. So it says double, and I. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we finally done this. You can read about netcat. I would recommend you to search and read about netcat. It is a very useful tool. When we upload shell on the machines, we need to listen back. So now let's go to the last one, that is the final thought. You may have been told in school that there are good sources and bad sources of information. That may be true when it comes to essays and researching information. It is my pleasure to state that it does not apply here. Any information can be potentially be useful. So mind this word, any information can potentially be useful. So that's it for now. We will just complete it. We have done this introduction. You can read about Google Docking here. So we have completed our first, I guess, we have completed complete beginner introduction. We'll start with Linux in the next video, then moving on with network exploitation basics, web hacking basics, cryptography if they are free. I guess they are. So that's it for now. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and happy. Thank you.